Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is. Or maybe technically Friday evening, because that's probably how it works. Welcome to another stream. Welcome to more stephendcomics shenanigans. How you doing? Hope you had a fine week. Hope you're having a nice, chill weekend. Or hope you're looking forward to a fun weekend, depending on your flavor. I am basically on the last day of my vacation streams. Technically speaking, yesterday was my last vacation day since I don't work on weekends already, so, excuse me. By technicality, I'm done, but I do have some rest days left because of the weekend. But I hope your week hasn't been too rough. I am, again, as I said, I'm gonna be doing one more stream this week before I'm back to the grind. Tomorrow I have off, but I want to use that as my last rest day before I'm back to work because, probably gonna need it. I'm gonna be a bit busy, and not just because of, I need to catch up on all the stuff I missed the past week, but that is what it is. But for now, we're back into Psychonauts 2, where, it's like we're getting to the end. I'm pretty sure there's, like, still at least, like, 3-ish hours left, so I can stretch it out to 2 streams, but if I manage to get to the end, then I'll change the thumbnail and the title of this stream to say finale. But, yes, as we left off, we traversed, our Nona's mind and helped her we tried to help her get, Maligula fully under control, but the mole revealed himself as, spoiler alert, Nick from the mailroom, who swapped his mind with Truman Sonato, which is what he hired, Dr. Lobato to do. And it was all part of an elaborate plan, as a little undercover job that he pulled, posing as Nick. His true identity is named Bristol, and he was the son of the Tsar of Grulovia at the time Maligula destroyed it, and he viewed Maligula as like a saint or someone to worship, as he viewed it as keeping the protesters in line. It's kind of messed up, and he had vowed revenge against the Psychonauts for basically destroying his nation and knocking him off his high horse, so he set up this whole plan to try and bring Grulovia back to its former glory and to destroy the Psychonauts. Also, I'm at least kind of sure he's voiced by Elijah Wood. I don't think I picked up on that until yesterday, but I'm not positive. It's been a hot minute, and the only real things I have to base, like, I still haven't really gone around to watching Lord of the Rings, but I have seen the American version of Wilfred, and I've seen Over the Garden Wall twice, so I have at least the faint enough idea on what Elijah Wood sounds like. But yeah, and now Green Needle Gulch is surrounded in a storm, and the founding Psychonauts are all trapped in there, and we need some serious help. It's past 5 minutes, so I think I can swear now. In summation, shit be whack, yo. To quote abridged Master Roshi.
Is Maligula
Right,
doing
here.
that? Of course she's doing that.
Who else? Last I checked, Bristol wasn't a... Mess it up. Okay, no, I did not have the thing. I'm so used to just having levitation there by default. Oh, but I'm already across the thing. How kind of you. Man, that thing moves way faster than I'm thinking that it does. Oh, am I not supposed to hit the... Okay, I'm not supposed to hit it. I thought I used the updraft to... Okay, never mind. Maybe this is why it's gonna be a 3-hour long why it's 3 hours until I actually see the end.
Natural.
Yeah, none of this is natural, Raz. I think it's pretty obvious.
Prices are falling, but our quality never will.
Nona, that could have killed me.
But hey, at least we still got a shot.
Good to see you again.
Try. Well, I might need to go back into some mines, so... Well, since I don't really throw objects that often, I think maybe I'd get more mileage out of the days lasting longer.
I can tell you are an intern, staff member, visitor, or intruder of great taste.
And yes,
Smart.
definitely get more
Keep
tickets.
one of those in your pocket, or 9 if you want to live like a cat.
Never really do much of this, although probably be helpful, but I probably blow through them way
Sayonara,
fast.
psychic.
Thank you, Otto.
A treat.
I hope my family is still at the camp.
Hey, guys, so, who's in the mood for some ridiculous revelations?
Your father had a rough night. He's been remembering things.
Mm-hmm. Saves me a bit of time.
I lost her, Rasputin.
So,
Oh no.
yeah?
You know what we have to do.
Mio caro. No tears, my love. It's showtime.
Maligula may be back, but
Time for the devil's fire holes.
conveniently enough, the circus is in
On the
town.
bottom.
Oh, hey, he really has been practicing.
Now,
The Aquato family, ladies and gentlemen.
But what about all that water?
The curse isn't real, Dad. It's just something Ford put in our minds to keep us safe.
And yet it's still pretty effective, as I saw on my way here.
Of course he's not sure, but what choice does he have?
That's pretty cool looking.
You ready, Raz?
No, so do it quick.
Alley-oop!
And
Say
now,
hi to Jonah for
fly!
me. Tell her to knock it off!
Caught in the eye of the storm. Hey, Nona. All right, back inside. get Maligula under control. Okay, I was gonna say, are we in water? Oh, we're good. Stop swimming around on the ground like a numbskull, Raz. You look ridiculous. I think it's just a statue, Raz. Looks like there are no figments around here this time. Guess this is the Lucretia / Maligula side of her memories. Her brain.
That's right, and there's more where that came from.
Including a train of thought.
Well, this is cheery.
This was where she was supposedly buried.
My grandparents were part of the protests in Grulovia after the war. It didn't end well. There's a scene I was hoping not to see again. You're in the way, Maligula. Malugly.
There you go.
Yeah, I gotta practice that before I meet her for real. Grandma Morona. My real Grandma Morona. And my dad's father, Lazarus. Nice to see
Great
them
name.
alive, actually.
How about seeing him dead? It's a whole open door and I can't even go through it. Actually, now that I think about it. Light him up.
Ooh,
Yeah, hurts, don't it?
I'm gonna pay for that later.
That's future Raz's problem.
Nona?
What's so funny? At least let me in on the joke.
Oh,
Hello.
hi. I'm Raz. I'm your great nephew. I mean, not that I think I'm great or anything. Just that you're my grandma's sister. And I'm here to talk you out of being evil because, you know, you're still family and all.
Family? All I see is another unruly Grulovian peasant.
Half Grulovian.
Another bit of trash I need to wash from the streets.
Eh, boy.
Oh boy.
Hey, I said that already. Oh?
Why
Swallow
are
it,
you
type
hitting
pain.
yourself, huh? Stop hitting yourself.
Ha! Good one, Sam.
Two of you are no more threat than one. In my time, I have vanquished entire armies.
Well!
Ding dong! Whaleogram!
Hell yeah! I almost forgot about the whaleogram. How could I
Like
forget?
you to meet Mental Esmeralda. Uh-oh.
Careful, children.
Maligula, the deluge of Grulovia.
Oh, I fear a storm is coming. Cleanse! Forever!
I'm not afraid of you. You're just an overgrown lust for violence and
Fire's probably not going to be that effective. Actually,
destruction. Okay, that sounded scarier than I wanted it to. But you're actually a normal part of any human mind.
Drop this upon yourself. Feel his love. Why are you here?
why aren't I here?
That little boy looks thirsty.
I got a water bottle right by my desk. I'm good.
I will defend Rolovia against all her.
Okay, what about yourself?
What dares block my flow?
I don't know, lady. Have you tried eating prunes?
Ah!
The problem is she's
Food
all
joke.
twisted up in knots. I got something that'll help you. Unwind.
Well, it's a valiant effort.
Ooh, that looks painful.
It's okay. I have another one.
Go!
I've got a new trick I want to show ya.
Not like that, Hooter.
You're going down the drain, you big ugly clog.
Wait, I'm under the health pickup.
Back to your quilts, weakling.
No, no.
Hey, that little old lady's inside her.
Now that you've seen that, I'm afraid I can't let you leave.
Wait, what does that even mean?
It means run!
So see, she was in her all along. So we just gotta pry her out.
Listen, if you're a natural part of the fight-or-flight complex, but you're supposed to be small and stay down in the primitive
Crap.
until needed.
I am the deluge of Rolovia!
I know you're in there, Nona.
Okay, apparently I can't dodge when I'm charged with big blast.
Be it my child. Get this!
I can hurt her now. Survive! Why is your path so unpredictable?
Stay away from the water, pussy! You heard the Lady Rasputin. Let's get you away from that water. Sorry, I thought you were the mole, Raz. Let me make it up to you.
Oh, hey, finally. Not being a dick.
Ooh, she looks steamed.
Go! Low! Take his breath!
Come on, there needs to be more health pickups. Taking way too much damage. That used both of my dream fluffs, and I'm probably gonna die. Gotcha.
Pooty! There's something I have to tell you. I killed my...
Enough!
Yeah, I think I kind of figured out that already.
Isu, Norma, are you? Nona, if you can hear me, this thing is not your fault. Ford's experiments opened the door and let it out at the lower brain.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna pull this off in one try.
This has gone on long enough. Go! This has gone on long enough.
Damn it, come on!
Feel, my child.
Never underestimate the power of pirate radio. Norma came to me, upset about some terrible mistake she had made. So we put the word out on KLOB, and guess what? People were listening! At least one of them, and they told the others.
Thanks, Morris.
You owe me an exclusive on-air interview for this, okay?
You got it, buddy.
Well, I managed to get out of it. But I have no way of getting any more dream fluffs, so... kinda fucked.
Marona wasn't supposed to be there. Lazarus shouldn't have brought her. He killed my sister.
No, that's not quite right.
No, that's not quite right.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Pooty, listen.
I killed my sister.
I might not be your real grandmother.
I killed my sister.
But you're still my family.
That's right.
What's so that? Eh? I kill lots of people.
The only thing I can offer now is everything I've got.
Oh yeah. We're getting lungfish sized.
Room for one more!
Oh, I wish I had made you bigger.
It's okay, Nona. Look behind her.
Oh, you can see all that.
Crowley dug his little hole after all.
Yep. And we're gonna fill it.
Kick her into the pit!
Okay, she fights back hard. the heat. Now get down! Not quite a Shoryuken, but whatever. Close enough. Vaya con Dios. Yeah, no, not quite.
You can't get rid of me. I'm a part of her.
Big deal. Everybody's got something like you. We just know how to keep it where it belongs.
Oh, jeez. Long live the king and all that. Well, at least that stopped out all the flooding.
Nona! Nona!
Okay, that's gotta be just Raz doing that himself at this point now.
Raz!
Hey, Daddy's brain. Should we be keeping that locked up still?
Do you have a funnel?
And we're
So
back
that's
at
it?
HQ.
Maligula gets to live out in Green Needle Gulch with Ford as if she didn't just try to kill people? Hey, it was different when I did it. There was a monster. And then... and now... I think she deserves a second chance.
And
Well
I
said,
think I
Kettle.
deserve a vacation. My brain's been through a lot.
Oh, no you don't. I've kept this place afloat during your little nap, and now I'm taking 2 of the 17 weeks of vacation I've saved up to lie on a beach where none of you can find me. Right after we take care of some important Psychonauts business. Well, are you coming or not?
Now that's leadership.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing. She kinda had to.
Despite my best efforts, you interns have seen some really inappropriate things. But I think you've also learned a truth that every Psychonaut should know. That there are flaws in our most venerated institutions, in our heroes, and in ourselves. We all make mistakes, and we all need help sometimes. But we all deserve a second chance. You've seen us at our worst, and we've seen you at your best. And I'm proud to say, you have all graduated from the intern program.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking
We get paid
about.
now.
You are all now officially junior agents of the Psychonauts.
Junior?
I'll take it.
We're still minors. Raz is finally a proper Psychonaut. Well, junior, but you know. Okay, well there you have it. Psychonauts 2. If I would have known this was all that was left, I would have just wrapped it up yesterday. Well, that's my bad. But, yeah. In any case, this game fucking rules. I love this game. Like, Psychonauts 1 is really good. I understand why it's considered a cult classic. I still had a couple of minor things about it. I think my biggest issue was how short it was. That they could have expanded on it. And this game kind of answered all of my problems. Refining the controls, letting you use more powers, like 4 instead of 3 at once, and making it longer and bigger. That's really all they needed to do. And the writing is still consistently funny, but they also expanded on that and had this whole big, deep lore going on in this crazy mystery. And it is just taking already something that was already really good and making it phenomenal. It's what any good sequel ought to do. And they pulled it off spectacularly. I am so glad I finally listened to my old childhood friend, and also listened to Twitter and gave this game a shot. Both of these games. There's also Rhombus of Ruin, which I don't really do VR. I don't have any VR stuff, so I just watched the videos on it, and it's pretty fun. If you have VR tech and you're into Psychonauts, then I do recommend checking it out. It bridges both of these games together, and it's a very unique way of telling a Psychonauts story. I definitely think it's working. Like, this is just a solid series. It 100% gets gold star recommendation from me. Yeah, the people at Double Fine, they know what they're doing. And the only other Double Fine game I can speak from any experience on is Brutal Legend, which I also really like. Great writing, great visuals, and solid, fun sort of idea. And also helped shape my taste in music, going from middle school into high school. Well, that and Guitar Hero, they both kind of do the same thing, filling up my taste in rock and metal music. But I hadn't seen any other, should maybe look up some more Double Fine games. I know there's another one that Elijah Wood stars in. Don't know what it is. Might look into that. I'll probably save that for another time, though. I guess I can talk about what to do next. Because this wound up being quite a bit shorter than I planned. I'll let the credits roll. I'll watch any post-credit cutscenes, and if there's any other gameplay that might be worthwhile doing, I could do that. But, yeah, I think next up, because I've got just over a month until, my 1-year anniversary. And I've got some things to do. Ooh, hell yeah.
Neither skin nor bone.
Sorry, I gotta.
Just a thought is all I've got. Now my cover's
still if they got Jack Black in this. Yeah, they did bring Steve Bloom back.
A frozen feeling. When my friends pulled me back up, I started
Sorry, too curious about the voice cast. Not a whole lot of names I know, but, you know, they did fantastic. Ha! Yuri Lowenthal did a couple of voices. Ricky Simmons, the archetype. He did great. Ooh, Roger Craig Smith! Always fantastic. Stephen Stanton. And he spells his name correctly. Ooh, Fred Tatsumar, also good. True Valentino. I've definitely heard that name before. And a lot. Gary Walgren. Elise Willems. Wait, isn't that... Elise and James, aren't they on... Ear Traps? Okay, Elijah Wood was Nick John Smith. I was right. Dave and Dave. Oh. Okay, then there's some stuff about, Yeah, I didn't know the Willems were in this. That's cool. They were on, I don't know if they're still on I don't know if they're still on Funhouse, but they were. But I guess anyway, talking about streaming plans, I keep putting it off, but I think next I will move on to Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I keep putting it off, but I want to play it already, damn it. Excuse me. But I am planning on interrupting that on the weekend before Halloween. I don't know why I feel so droopy today, sorry. And I'm gonna try out my first horror game to celebrate Halloween. I can't remember if I already said what it was on stream at some point, but I think I'm gonna keep it on the I'm gonna keep it on the DL a little bit longer. I've got a 3-day weekend scheduled around then. I'm debating whether to use. It will be short. I could probably get through the entire game in one stream. Actually, no. Now that I think about that, because I had been thinking about doing a Tetris 99. I talked about it for a while, in particular after F-Zero 99. And doing that as like a placeholder stream, but maybe I'll still do that. As in case I do wind up getting through the horror game in one stream. But with the length and the fact that it is one of those horror games that have multiple endings, I'll keep the possibility open that it'll take 2 streams, probably not very long streams, but you know, make as many videos as I can to put on YouTube, you know? But yeah, I could keep Tetris 99 as a placeholder, if not just doing just one installment that weekend of Mario plus Rabbids. And by my calculations, Mario plus Rabbids should take, including the little break for Halloween, it should take me right up to my 1-year anniversary. So, planning all that out, that should work out. And although also a highly possible that the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope streams will be on the longer side, like over 2 hours, just like how Zelda was, which not necessarily a bad thing. To spend more time with a game that I'll probably enjoy. I'm sure I'll enjoy it, especially considering how much I absolutely loved the first Mario plus Rabbids game. Let's see. Not sure what else to talk about. The credits are decently long, but that's fine. Let's stretch this out to get closer to an hour. Because I'm still feeling kind of stupid for wrapping up yesterday's stream when I did, which was a normal time, but There apparently wasn't that much left. Cosmic 1, I Smell the Universe. I want to remember that, because I liked that. And in part because of Jack Black's performance, but I mean, the song itself is cool. But, you know, Jack Black. There's a reason Peaches is such a popular song. Wow, Peter McConnell did a lot. Damn, there's a lot of instruments you could do. The high fives doing these songs. It's cool. And yeah. Wait, Puppy Cat, like the Puppy Cat? Did we have any involvement in this? Tim Schafer of Legend. Rest in peace, Mina. Aw, that's sad. So, yeah, kind of makes things longer. But I guess as a plus side for today's stream being short, I have a little extra time today to work on some anniversary stuff. Or potentially chill. Because I'm also still planning on taking tomorrow off of streaming. Just to rest. I wasn't sure about trying to do any work. Or just like anniversary stuff, or just drawing in general, because I wouldn't mind just taking a rest, but yeah, I don't know, because it's not even 11 o'clock yet, and we're just still not quite hitting an hour, and it looks like we're wrapping up the credits here. So, but yeah, I definitely shouldn't put off anniversary work too much. I can still try and get some stuff done today. And yeah. What else is there? I guess I could. That's another thing about taking vacation, because after this, I'm going to be back to streaming around the same time in the mornings, or closer to 9:30, I'll try, on Saturdays and Sundays. If I get 3-day weekends, I might use the extra time to stream as well. And it'll probably be like that, and well, I guess the other kind of warning, I'll probably post a tweet about it, maybe a YouTube community post too, but since it is fall now, and things are getting at least a little bit colder, and I am still, with my current living situation with my parents, and I'm still streaming on Wi-Fi and not Ethernet, because it still isn't really gonna work. It's not really gonna work trying to figure out Ethernet where I'm living right now, and not being as obnoxious about my streaming with my parents still around. So that means I'm going to be especially susceptible to the weather, with rain and especially snow. And I somehow was not all that prepared. Somehow hadn't quite registered that when I started streaming, and it didn't become a real issue until in the middle of playing through God of War Ragnarok, right at the very end of 2022 and going right into 2023. And yeah, that was very frustrating to deal with. But I'm a bit more prepared now, so kind of need to advertise it out there Though the other thing that was just surprising in general was the fact that we actually had a real winter here for the first time in ages. We don't normally get this good of a winter, or we haven't in a long time, because global warming's a bitch, man. But it happened conveniently during my first few months of streaming. Can't help but wonder if that's a sign from the universe, but I'm prepared now, So I'll be a little more cautious about announcing streams, just having it out there, just the possibility that I might not be able to go live, or it might be later than normal, but that's why I'll probably get back to work on doing more editing stuff. As much as I should try and look into meeting people and see if I can hire an editor, I'm still, I don't know, socially awkward, shy, cautious with who I'm trying to interact with or trying to give my money to, but as much as I should be looking to hire an editor to make highlight videos, I think I'm gonna go back to my old editing duties and make another highlight video. I think I'll just take the Bloodborne streams that I tried to do before, almost a year ago, and make a whole highlight off of that. It's probably some entertainment value in me being god-awful at a Soulsborne game. And giving up way sooner than most people do. But I figure that'll probably be easier than trying to dive back into a long-form series like Pokemon Legends Arceus or Sonic Frontiers and trying to dig through so many streams to find some of the best stuff to make multiple, or at least just a highlight video from them. Man, there are a lot of backers for this game. But, you know, they were making a safe bet because, my god, this game was so good. I almost read that name Duran Dunn as Duran Duran. It's just like, I didn't hear any Hungry Like the Wolf. How's that for a twist? Yeah, I don't know about anything else we're talking about. I guess the other thing that might be a factor with the schedule potentially is the strike, but I haven't. But just like before, there was a lot of talk about it and a lot of talk about potential game strike, but still have yet to hear anything about that going forward. And I am very much hoping that if it does, there's like a very, very complete, comprehensive list of all the games that are on the picket or not, or companies in general, because I need to know. I'm going into this thinking that it's not really going to affect my plans, or my current plans for streaming at this point in time. But at the same time, there's like some companies that I'm a little confused as to why I haven't seen them on the list when I feel like they probably should be. But I don't know. I don't really know how this stuff works, but I am a writer and an artist, so I stand in solidarity. I want to stand in solidarity of the victims of greedy corporate shitheads and the push from tech bros for AI images. That's another thing I saw on Twitter that I feel like should definitely be normalized. Calling it AI images instead of AI art, because like art kind of needs the human aspect of creativity, creating things. And yeah, with just tech, that's just losing the soul. You have almost human-like intelligence, but you don't really have the heart and the soul of actual humans, you know? So, calling it art is disingenuous. Although, AI voice is still pretty accurate, but also just as shitty, especially since it's taking jobs away from people. So I want to so I stand in solidarity for that, and I'd like to not be a scab crossing the picket line if the strike does in fact wind up happening. Again, as of the stream, still have not heard anything about it, but God, we're just blowing through all the tracks. How many more names are there? I could try and skip, but I kind of don't mind letting the time just go, just so I can get closer to an hour. And not feel like I totally wasted my time with ending stream as early as I did yesterday. But all over the place with the topics. It's another bit of awkwardness. So, what else is there? You know, there is also something else I've been curious about, talked about before, is with drawing. Because I've danced around the idea of doing a drawing stream. I actually really do like the idea of, like, doing a... Like, you know, when streamers do those punishment wheel things. Like, just taking that, but putting a bunch of different names of characters or VTubers and just trying to draw them from memory live. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. I would need to make sure I try and figure out setting my tablet up for this computer, which because I got my tablet well before I tried to get into streaming, so I have it set up with my laptop, and I've been doing all of my drawing stuff there. But still, that would just make for a fun stream, and I probably don't even really need to carry over the same, like, art software. Like, it should be fine, it just uses, Microsoft Paint. And probably just, maybe not, if not outright saving the pictures I draw, at least screenshotting them or something and posting them on Twitter. But that's something I want to keep in mind. Especially for later. Oh, I think I remembered my train of thought that I got derailed off of talking about my schedule. Talking about going back to streaming on the weekends, around the same time in the mornings or closer to 9:30. Weather dependent, since I'm streaming on Wi-Fi and we might get another legitimate winter, but the other thing is with vacation time, since they changed the policy at work and I need to try and use up enough of my vacation time so I don't wind up losing it from not getting carried over into next year. But I figured I'll try and just make more time to take more week-long staycations like I did, because I managed to take 2 this year. And so I'm thinking is, my plan was always going to be to take one around March and April, between that huge stretch of time between President's Day in February and Memorial Day in May, where I don't have a paid holiday. So just take it around the same time as I did this year, like the beginning of April. And then 6 months after that would be around now, the beginning of October. And I could take a week off then. Then another 6 months, it'll be the same time, so there's at least a good 6-month stretch of time that I am at work, and I can get these long vacations. The other thing I've been kind of wondering about, however, I would ordinarily use that as a warning that, a heads up that that'll be my next week-long staycation, and my next long session of streaming will be March. But I'm also kind of tempted to just make that a proper vacation and not do any work, to just chill in general. Just because I don't really give myself enough time to just properly rest, because, like, I was way lazier this vacation than I planned to be. It's like, I took Tuesday and Wednesday off, but in part because those days my dad has off of work, and sorry, getting distracted again. There's a name that says Caitlin Diane is a... What? Is the name cut off, or... Oh, it might be cut off. There's another one that's Jonathan, June, and... Oh, and someone said I don't want my name. So I guess that's good to know. Some of the names actually got cut off. I don't want my name. I assume they're saying don't want my name to be something, or on here, but... It's just I don't want my name. Mr. Nut. Okay. I'm not paying nearly enough attention to these names. I'm sorry, there's some good ones. The Wizard of Video and Games. My god. I need to back a video game just so I can have a nonsense name in these credits somewhere. But yeah, so I took Tuesday and Wednesday off, primarily because my dad takes those days off, and I wasn't sure how much work he was going to be doing in this room, if I was going to be interrupting, or if I could get a decent enough amount of time to try and stream. Overthinking it, because he'd move. Like, he understands enough, but he wound up, like, not being home all that much anyway, doing his own stuff, so I could have streamed Tuesday and Wednesday, but I wound up not doing it, and I was planning on trying to make time to do recording or drawing, and I did do some drawing. I fixed some stuff for my anniversary, and I drew a VTuber, or drew VTuber fan art, and on Wednesday I had an appointment with my orthodontist so I could get my retainer fixed. But outside of that, I spent most of the day just binge-watching shows, binge-watching anime. And, I actually managed to... Yesterday and Wednesday, I managed to watch an entire 12 to 13 episode show each. I think even back when I had time to binge watch shows, like back in college, I don't think I ever... Well, no, I did. I remember one of the times I rewatched the first season of The Devil's a Part-Timer. I managed to do that in almost a day. Like, it took an entire weekend. Which, also been watching the newest season of The Devil's a Part-Timer. Came out after fucking forever, and I'm still freaking loving it. So the writing is just so good. The voice actors are phenomenal. Jesse James Grail, definitely top-tier voice actor. But yeah, I haven't done that in a while. And like part of the time, I've been kind of doing some reading, finding stuff to read, and doing that online. So I've been doing that instead of watching shows recently. But I caught up on that, and now I'm trying to catch up on shows, and anime, and all that. Diving down my obsession with isekai or fantasy in general. Like, I've mainly just been watching a bunch of some combination of fantasy, isekai, rom-coms. Those are just like my four big anime genres for me. Like, if you have some combination of those, you're probably gonna wind up maybe not necessarily being a favorite, but definitely something I'll watch and I'll probably enjoy. Because I have a weird obsession. I can't help it. Although with the isekai obsession, that reminds me of me trying to write my novels. I haven't been doing as good a job at that. I almost tried on Tuesday. Well, almost. I realized there's actually a very smart strategy with... Oh, hello, a thirsty squirrel. These fucking names. But it took me until, like, this long, after over half a decade of trying to write my novels, that I realized it might actually be smarter to not just take notes and... No, there's really just a 2, like a number 2. It's smart to not just take notes on the current book that I'm writing or the current ideas that I have, and then jump right into trying to actually write the book that I'm on. But it might also be smart to just take notes on all of my ideas for the entire series, just to fully figure out what I'm gonna do and lessen the chance of having to go back and do some major rewrites. Crazy, isn't it? Like, who could have thought something like that? Why hasn't anyone had that idea before? But yeah, that's... So... And especially because of recently, I got some serious ideas flowing in my head about how to handle things a little bit better in regards to, Excuse me, need a drink, talking too much. Wow, and I just totally forgot what I was saying. yeah, I actually had a bunch of ideas in regards to how to handle some of the major plot threads and the latter end of the series. That's just like, oh, this actually works out so much better than this weird idea that I had way in the beginning. It actually makes things make a lot more sense. But like the moment I sat down to try and actually write notes, I went through and reviewed some of the other stuff I jotted down just to make sure I knew where I was at or how I was organizing my notes. And I just did not really have the energy. I wrote a little something down and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I'm lazy. It's just like... And the thing that annoys me is I don't know if that's because of the fact that I haven't really taken a lot of vacation time and a lot of my time is spent, majority of the time at my day job, and any other time is spent working on like VTuber stuff or comic stuff or what have you, and I just haven't really given myself a lot of time to just chill and relax or so I can have the energy to write, or I just legit don't have the energy to write anymore, especially since like if I do get around to doing full-time content creation, I will ultimately be spending most of my time doing comic and VTubing stuff, and will I have the energy then? Because I'm going to need to do a lot more focusing on it. And hey, we got through the credits. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game. Because this is gold shit there. Hello, goat. Okay, so now we're finally through with that. Post-credit scene? Oh god, natural light.
I know I graduated the intern program and all, but I'll bet if I snuck in a little extra credit work, that would really irritate Norma.
Ha ha. Auto Spot. Congratulations, Junior Psychonaut. A new auto shot filter for finding collectibles is now available at all automatic machines. If you haven't borrowed any gadgets yet from Otto, report to him in the lab first. Oh yeah, can I borrow other tech? I hadn't really talked to him about it. I just got the two things and I never really used the camera. But, oh, hello.
Excuse me, Agent Forsyth?
Yes, Rasputin?
I just wanted to apologize.
No. I thought we agreed not to talk about that again.
We did?
Listen, in the end, I was the adult in the room. You were the child. I take full responsibility. And the whole thing is just so embarrassing, so let's just move the mission log to the classified file, okay?
Yeah, alright.
So, what will you do with Crystal Malik?
Well, we don't want any publicity about it, or we'd have to give up Lucretia. So we'll probably just keep Malik here. Maybe give him to Agent 9 for experiments.
Maybe they could rework his brain and make him think he actually is Nick.
Experiments? You're going to experiment on Crystal?
Heavens no! That's terrible. Why would you say such a thing?
You said...
I said we'd give him to Sasha for therapy.
But...
No one likes an argumentative preteen, Rasputin.
Sketchy, but he was gonna try to, you know, reinstate his reign over Glovia.
Do you want Ford to come back and work at headquarters?
Absolutely. Nobody gets my hair like Agent Cruller.
What will you do with Lucretia?
I'd like to keep her under observation.
What about the government? The Grulovian secret police?
Please, this is Psychonauts business.
Well, have fun on vacation.
Well,
thanks, Rasputin.
got some important
If I see an octopus while
questions answering.
snorkeling, I'll think of you. Right before I shoot it with my spear gun.
Fantastic. But, so yeah, there's some unanswered questions. And hey, we managed to stretch it out to an hour, mostly through me pointlessly rambling on through the credits, but hey, I managed to get through the game and all that. So, I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. And that'll do it on what might be up there as one of my new favorite games. I don't know how high exactly I'll rank it. I don't know if I'll ever actually do a proper ranking, but yeah, these games are fantastic. I highly recommend them. So I'll wrap it up here, and once again, I will still be taking tomorrow off to relax, and next week, I'm going to be starting Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, because I keep putting that game off, and so long as that doesn't wind up, so long as the strike, or if the strike does happen, so long as neither Nintendo or Ubisoft, or at least Mario plus Rabbids specifically, is on the picket, then I will continue with my plans to get through that. I'm not really worried about the horror game I'm gonna play on Halloween, because it's an indie game. So yeah, that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching if you did, watching the VOD if you're catching that, and just checking out this series with me. I am so glad I took the chance and I got these games, because this was a real good time. These are real good games, and I hope we can see more inventive, creative, and hilarious stuff from Double Fine in the future. Because, like, between this and Brutal Legends, like, it's just been a good time, and maybe I'll look into seeing what other games Double Fine has that I can get on any of my stuff, and maybe doing that for a future stream. But for now, I'll stick with my Nintendo plans, and I'll call it good here. So, and once again, thank you for stopping by on my little extra long vacation. It's nice to be able to try and get more content, even just a little bit, and get a break from my day job to do stuff I care substantially more about. And yeah, so that'll do for me. Hope you have yourselves a nice weekend, and I hope this next week will be manageable and be fine enough to deal with, especially if you're on the workforce. And until next time, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.